friends, welcome all of you at Mindworks. Today we're going to understand about civil service examination at Mindworks. First of all, greetings. Now these are the toppers of the Mindworks: Nikhil, Kushag, Vinay, Umang, Amit. These are the toppers which are exclusively you'll find at Mindworks. Now this is the Mindworks team. Now what is civil services? A career in civil services is something has to be seen at various levels, whether it is personal level, familial level, professional level, or social level. Now, aspirant requires the drive to get into the process of preparation. Now, for every individual, it's important to know what kind of career aspects one is going into. At the personal level, civil service can provide opportunities, can pursue one's interest. It is about recognition, respect, diversity, challenges. You can also become a change agent, and you can bring a lot of change and can do for the underclass in the society. And that is the idea of civil services. Now, civil service examination is a nationwide competition which is held by a recruiting agency called Union Public Service Commission, and they recruit for all India services, that is IAS, IPS, or other central services like IFS, IRS. Now, these are services that you can see in the IAS, Indian Administrative Service, Indian Foreign Service, Indian Police Service, and so on and so forth. There are around 25 services, which includes All India Service and Central Service Group A. There are some part of Group B also, for example, Pondicherry Civil Services, DANIPS, that is Delhi, Andaman and Nicobar, Lakshadweep, Daman and Diu, Dadar and Nagar Haveli. Now the minimum requirement is 21 and the date is counted on the 1st August. For example, now if you can see category, age and attempt, general category 32, 6 attempt, OBC 35, 9 attempts, SC and ST 37, and that's the upper age. Now, scheme of examination, there are three levels. First is the preliminary examination, which is objective. Second is the mains examination, which is subjective. And third is the personality test, which is interview. The entire process from the notification to the preliminary examination to the declaration of the final result takes roughly 1 year. In fact, it is more than 1 year, around 15 months. Let's understand first prelims. Prelims which happened in August this year. Next year it's in June. So usually it is in August. It's an MCQ paper which is set in both English and Hindi. Now we have paper 1, and paper 1 is general studies, and this is 200 marks, and there are negative marks here, 1/3, and the prelim score is decided based on this score. Then comes the paper 2, which is aptitude test, or called CSAT. Now this is a qualifying in nature, but again here also negative marking 1/3, but 33% is the minimum qualifying marks. So paper 2 is qualifying, and paper 1 is included in merit for the first level. These are the syllabus of GS1, that is paper 1 and paper 2 at the prelims level. The syllabus is very basic. You can see here general studies 200 marks 2 hours, CSAT paper 2 200 marks 2 hours. In the mains examination, we can see there are in total subjects like essay, then general studies, optionals, English and language paper. Essay is 1 paper, general studies are 4 paper, that means 4, optionals are 2 paper. That means if you include all the subjects, there are around 9 papers here, out of which essay, general studies and optionals are counted for the mains examination. English and language paper are qualifying in nature. Mains examination is a descriptive in nature or subjective in nature, and it is usually in December. Now first we'll see the subjects. For example, Indian language and compulsory English is not counted in merit. On the contrary, essay paper, GS papers and optional subjects are counted in merit. You need 25% at least in the language paper and the compulsory paper. But here each paper, that is essay, 4 GS papers and 2 optional papers, are 250 marks each, and they are counted in the final merit list. Now you can choose any of the following optional subjects from mains. Now these are subjects you can see. Any of the subjects can be chosen. Now coming to general studies. General studies has 4 papers. Paper 1 is history, geography, culture. Paper 2 is polity, governance and IR. Paper 3 is technology, economic development and security. Paper 4 is ethics, integrity and aptitude. So all the 4 papers together consist of 1000 marks, and they are into mains examination. Now you can see here the prelims examination is used only for shortlisting candidates for the mains examination. Its marks are not counted in the final merit list, while final merit list equals to mains plus interview. So mains marks in the mains and interview they include the final merit list. You can see here 7 papers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is 1750 total written total. Personality test is 275 and total you get is 2025 marks. Now these are the UPSC pillar areas. You can see here polity, economy, history, geography, environment, science, international, personal news, priority areas. Again, this is about prelims. Now you can see here around 9.45 people applied last year. 6.80 lakh people downloaded. These are the people who appeared prelims last year. These 15,008 students got selected. 2797 people got a call for the interview, and these were the final vacancies. Okay, so this is how it has to be. Now there has been changes. There are two aspects. One is static aspect and another is the dynamic aspect. Now first the static aspect is history, geography, polity, basic sciences. These are static, means they do not change. For example, history, geography, the areas which are basic concepts. Then dynamic and contemporary aspects which are dynamic in nature, they change with the current affairs aspects. For example, geography, environment, ecology, science, and technology, economy. And the current affairs is basically linked with all these areas. And that is what the paper is all about. For example, this year, 60% paper in the prelims was from the dynamic or current affairs aspects. Now, basic question comes that why should you prepare for the MindWorks? Now, our aim is how to prepare you to prepare for IAS examination. Usually, coachings follow general approach where there is a teaching, notes, and revision. Now, these are the approach, a general approach which is followed, which is not sufficient. It lacks interlinkages, coherence, and clarity. Remember, UPSC examination is also about thought process, creativity, imagination. It is not only it's not only about content. It is also about your awareness level, the way you link things, intellectual traits, depth of the understanding. Now, first we need to know how human brain works. Now, you know that there are two parts of the brain, that is right hemisphere and the left hemisphere. The right hemisphere is, as you can see, is a long-term memory, creativity, imagination, higher capacity, higher volume. It talks about humanism, empathy. So that is about the right hemisphere. For example, extracurricular activities, hobbies, music, dance, drama, painting. On the contrary, left hemisphere is a short-term memory, but it focuses on logic, rationality, sequential solving, analytical skills, computation, and it is used for reading, writing, and mathematics. Now, our education system is heavily biased towards nurturing of the left hemisphere. Why? Because it provides jobs. There is a rote memorization, robotization, mechanization. Now, you must have understood that in your school days, if you studied something, you won't be able to remember later on. Why? Because it focuses heavily on the left hemisphere. Now, that's the paradox of the human civilization. If you want to nurture a human brain, you have to work on both the aspects. Now, for UPSC, for civil service examination, for IAS examination, one needs balance of both. For example, UPSC gives questions which are based on basic concepts, analytical skills, where you have to use creativity and imagination. So right hemisphere is equally important, and that is why we have to work on the right hemisphere as well. We have to work on your creative skills. You have to work on your imagination capacity. You have to work. You have to be empathy. You're getting into services. There has to be passion, compassionate, humanism. So all these pillars or all these qualities are very important, which should be ingrained inside the civil servant aspirant. Now, the aspects of preparation at our level will be, at MindWorks will be learning, efforts, psyche, mental makeup. Now, here you need a lot of positive outlook, optimism, there has to be drive. Why do you want to prepare for the preparation? Perseverance, you have to hold your ground, dedication, focus, selectiveness. And this is what we want to focus here at MindWorks. We want to ensure that we provide holistic approach to preparation. We groom you, we help you, we mentor you, we be there with you around the whole process of preparation. Now, approach at MindWorks, there would be, from general approach, there will be additives. For example, we focus on learn by doing. We'll do assignments, projects, mind maps, exam-centering approach. For example, prelims as well as mains. We'll focus on thought process building sessions. Writing and creative aspect will be there. Personality development, downward filtration process where there'll be contemporary approach, focus on interlinkages, self-paced learning, visualization, adaptive learning, documentaries, constant guiding and mentoring. So these are the aspects which you will focus upon, which are different from others. Always remember 50% of the examination is psychological, so you have to focus more on the mental makeup so that you prepare yourself for the civil service examination. Now we'll focus at MindWorks. We'll provide 5 ways that will ensure availability. We'll focus on your ability. We are amiable, approachable, accountable, and affordable. Why? Because the fees is also less. So that these are the 5 pillars of MindWorks. For a student, we expect perspire, that they have to put in hard work, and propel, that means a drive should be there so that they can go further. Idea and also is to remove the negative aspects or negative externalities of this competition, whether it could be digression in preparation, you get distracted, or which finally leads to demotivation, and then eventually student gets in depression. So these are the 4 elements we have to remove. We'll follow basic approach and we'll ensure that student is ready for the preparation. We'll ensure mentoring at MindWorks with EduCare, and student will put their effort and will remove this. So that is what the aim is all about. Always remember, for every element under the sun, there is a remedy or there is none. If there is one, try to find it, and if there is none, never mind it. Thanks for your patience. Take care. Bye.